Just a little ways east from the nation's political arena, we're in a much different type of arena here. Northwest Stadium in Landover, Maryland. Ball teed up, Austin Seibert out for the kick. And we're off and running from Landover. For Daryl Patterson, now to return. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Here we go, Scott.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few. He got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here we go. Go.
Here's 2nd and 11. His first throw is an interception. Picked off by the rookie out of Washington. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick six. Austin Seibert on to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Patterson now to return it. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll run it for the first time with Jalen Warren. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run in crossing that first down marker.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Let's go out right here. Go. Here we go, son. Hey, Ken. Right.
Blown back, it's the handoff. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Here we go, son. Easy. Up. Right.
Another carry for him. He's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Extend. You got a mini base. What? Out. Let's go. Right.
Here's 2nd and 7. That's complete to Wilson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Hey, 10. Start.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. Finds him over the middle. Good little whip there. Looks like about 6. Marshawn Lattimore up for the secondary for the stop.
Well, things weren't about to end after the first hit or the second. This tight end had a vision for what he wanted to happen after the catch. He was going to take on all comers to try to make it a reality.
2nd and 4. Escapes the pocket. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. They get 13 on the pickup. And it'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Here we go.
Putting one of the tight ends in motion right.
Right.
Fields on first down. And they will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. George Pickens the touchdown. Chris Boswell for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers tie this game 7-7. Now Boswell on to send this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Bronco 80. Set. Check go.
First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st and 10 from the 41.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolves.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground. Now it's Terry McLaurin on the target. And it sets up 2nd down.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Ready. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Hut.
First carry now for Austin Eckler. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Minkah Fitzpatrick in on the stop. Give him only a couple that time. It's going to be 3rd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
Go.
From the gun, it's Daniels. That's going to fall incomplete. Either way, he was breaking it up. Couldn't hang on to the pick, so hits the ground, brings up 4th down. The Commanders ready for the punt. And this will put an end to the drive after it's stalled out. He breaks the tackle. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. Officially a 55-yard launch. And the Steelers will take over possession. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Right.
On the carry, this is Najee Harris. And they needed more than one defender there. Powerful runner stopped for just 1 yard.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Go.
Here's Fields to throw. He takes a pop, and the ball comes out. And the Commanders pick this one up. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a first down on second down. You're trying to create a manageable third down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
He's on the move. He's got it near the 8. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backward.
And that's a Washington touchdown. Seibert now to add the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Commanders take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flying. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond.
Here we go, son. Ready. Right.
Now it's Fields. He's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. Give him 24 on that play. And that's a Steelers 1st down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that separation can create the big play down the field.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Here we go, son.
Looking to throw Fields. Finds his target, Mason. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the 1st quarter. Neither side separating much so far. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football.
Here we go.
They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Right.
Low back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And that one's forward for 1, maybe 2 yards. Play made by Deron Payne. He gets a couple, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Here we go, son. All right.
Fields on 3rd. Able to hit Mason, complete. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
They're now set for 1st and 10.
Mayday, 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 mayday. Go.
Here's the one back on the handoff. And they're going to bring him down after he drives it down to the 7. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Here we go, son. Just, punch right. Right.
They give it to him again. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Third down, 1 yard to go.
Don't jump, ready? Hey, Ken. Punch right. Right.
Back-to-back carries here. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
Here's Harris. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
I don't know, Kate. I didn't think he had it. But that back did. He knew exactly where he had to get for the first down. Pops up right away and signals first down.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal.
Here we go. Up.
Play action, Fields. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
Well, now this is certainly going to make 2nd and goal considerably more difficult. He could have gotten rid of it to avoid the big loss. But give some credit here to the defense as well. That pressure was suffocating. It's going to make it a more difficult now 2nd and goal situation.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Pat Freiermuth, the touchdown. Boswell to add the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Steelers tie things up at 14. Now Boswell on to send this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Cougar 19. Ready.
They'll start the drive with Eckler. Duke the defender. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
2nd and 3 now.
Here we go, set. 70 Lions.
A counter give to Eckler. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, defense, They're not going to let anything come easy, and their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out. 3rd and short.
One yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches.
Hawk 70, Hawk, Panther 11, Panther 11. Let's go now.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Complete beyond the marker. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. This one goes for 3 yards. And the Commanders will have a first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Got Sinnott. It's complete. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. That's 16 on the pickup. And that'll be good for a Washington first. Daniels from the pistol. He gets this one to McLaurin. And he's taken down at the 30. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Commanders will have a first. Again, Daniels to the air. That's brought in by Luke McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. The Commanders in the hurry up. They're hustling for the line.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
And they send a man in motion. 2nd and 3. That's complete. Here's Brown. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
So critical, Kate, on those receiver screens to get that ball out with great precision. You don't want that receiver thinking about anything but navigating the blocks in front of him. That's well done by everybody.
Here we go.
They'll come up 1st and 10.
Shot alert, go.
A give left side. Here's Robinson. Takes out a run stop. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal. The Steelers calling their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
60 by 6, 60 by 6. Ready?
Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Touchdown, Washington. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flight. Calvin Austin on the return. A little revenge there from the coverage team after they gave up a pretty nice return. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. EQ. Hey, 10.
Fields out of the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now they face 2nd down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Hits him on the in route. And he'll get it up to the 44. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Here we go, son. Right.
On 1st and 10, it's Fields. Escapes the pocket. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. The Steelers use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Ball at the 33 for first down.
Here we go. Easy. Press. One strike. Right.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Hits him on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the red zone. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is.
Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own. They took a look just to be safe. You always appreciate that, but the call on the field stands.
Here we go, son.
Putting a receiver in motion.
Right.
First down throw for Fields. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
Here we go. Angel. Joseph. Out. Tonight.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields. And he loses control of the interception in the end zone. Could have taken away some potential points, but instead, new life. 3rd down.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, they just couldn't quite hang on.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Here we go. Good.
Man in motion here.
Tonight.
Throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now.
Oh, that is going to haunt him. A drop touchdown in the end zone. We'll see how good his mental toughness is. If he can move past it quickly and make an impact for them later.
Dicker connects there. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here. But they don't wind up empty-handed on the drive. And the kicker, he gets to pad his stats a little bit with a high percentage make.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down.
At the 60. Set.
And he's going to be brought down at the 42. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go.
Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he'll take this up to about the 34 before he stopped. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Peyton Wilson getting there for the stop. Give him only a couple that time. It's going to be 3rd down.
I can promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Working quickly here. On first down, here's Daniels. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Back to throw. Here's Daniels. That's complete. Here's Austin Eckler. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
He was about to get smacked just as he got rid of it. Sometimes, Kate, the crowd lets you know you're about to get hit. That's a savvy quarterback play right there. Take that check down. And nothing better than that defender picking you up off the ground after he knocks you down with that play, that check down, taking some big yards.
Got a man. McCaffrey has it. Touchdown, Washington! The Commanders grow the lead coming out of halftime. Seibert now to add the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders drive their lead to 11. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flight. On the return, here comes Austin. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. So the defense decides to decline the penalty. So the penalty on the return doesn't do them any favors, Brock. A lot more field ahead of them here starting out. Right up the gut. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. That was Jonathan Allen on the tackle. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
551, 551. Here we go, son. Go.
Back to the well again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of about 3, so a third of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big deal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
They'll run it here on 3rd down. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's a Steelers first down.
Here we go. Right.
Plowing up the middle. And he's going to have this one down to the 43 on a good run. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL,
Here we go.
you do set yourself up for success.
Hey, going out right here. Good night.
This is Harris on 2nd down. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Here we go. Out. Good night.
1st down, and they go right back to him. This is ahead for about 5. Brought down by the future Hall of Famer, Bobby Wagner. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
Here we go. Good night.
From the 33 on 2nd down. Wilson's got it. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Good night.
1st down from the red zone. Caught by Fryermuth. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
Here we go, son. Angel. Hey, 551. Hey, 10. Go.
They'll try and punch it in. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No gain that time, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. Has it in close. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
The Steelers leaving their offense on the field. We got a 2-point conversion coming up. He's throwing for it. Flush down now to his left. A risky throw, and they're going to intercept it. He's off to the races. 30. And that is 2 points the other way as he takes the pick the entire way back. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. They'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Go.
From the gun, it's Robinson. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Cardinal. Ready?
Shotgun snap to Daniels. This is hauled in by McLaurin. for that first down. Three quarters in the books from this one. It's the Commanders' ball. A chance at a win if they can hang on to their lead through the fourth. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Cowboy 80.
Daniels on first down. Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away. Incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. And that'll bring up second down.
You know, it's tough to succeed at linebacker in most defenses if you can't hold your own in coverage. They rely on you to break up throws just like that and take some of the stress off the secondary.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Shut up. Cougar 19. 19 Lion. Ready?
Out of the gun, Daniels. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone.
70 Lion.
Now Daniels off the play action. He gets this one to McLaurin. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Come on, set. 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Viking 18. Check go.
Again, Daniels to the air. To the sideline and intercepted. No, it's incomplete. He had the pick. Just couldn't hang on, though. And this drive lives on to see 3rd down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
60 by 6.
Running back sent in motion. Daniels from the pistol. They did it! He made the interception! Mika Fitzpatrick has got it! And the Steelers have some new life in the 4th. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Hey, 550. Here we go, son.
Play action, Fields. He fires one deep down the middle. They connect on the deep shot. There it is. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers now trailed by just a point in the 4th. Roman Wilson, the touchdown. Hope you weren't settled in to call a long drive there, partner, because only took him a matter of seconds to go all 80 yards and hit pay dirt.
Are you kidding me? I love big plays just like everybody in the building loves big plays, and it took all of them, the guys up front doing their job, and certainly the playmakers to finish it.
That one right down the middle. And the Steelers bring it back to even. Now Boswell on to send this away. And he got all of that one, that's for sure. But with our new kickoff rules in play this year, that means the football's going to be spotted at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Have the 60. Have the 60.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Bravo 80. Go.
1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. He's trying to push the field. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
I'm just going to say maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage of this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away. The next time, well, he can get 2 hands on it and take it the other way.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Ready. 70 Timberwolves. Ready.
To throw, Daniels. He's trying another one deep. Brought in inside the 20. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders take a 4th quarter lead. Seibert tacks on the point after. And the Commanders break that tie and now lead by 7. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flying. Patterson now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Tonight.
He's got it on a bootleg. Caught by his back. Galloping inside the 40. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips, is shred. Shredding paper. Shredding the slopes. Or dude shredding a defense just like that.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. 1st down throw for Fields. He's got time here. He isn't holding up. They're into the drop in. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You know what I call that, Kate? Punch, and you took a punch, but then you countered right back. You give up a big play, massive play, but you don't hang your head. You come right back, you get a sack of your own, and you change the momentum as quickly as you can.
Trying again following the sack. The screen pass falls incomplete.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Here we go, son.
They've got a man in motion.
Set.
3rd and long for him here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep. Such a perfect example of a kicker just doing his job. And now it's incumbent upon that defense to give him and their offense another shot.
Well, they must feel like this is their moment right here, partners. Still some time left, but they're going onside kick already. Oh, and the kicking team's got it! Timing's so important for a team to recover its own onside kick, but jumped the gun there before it went 10 yards, and that drew the flag.
Ready, break.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Play fake here, Daniels. It's caught, Eckler. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Commanders will have a first.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Here we go, set.
Here's Robinson up the middle. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
On the ready.
3rd and just 2 to go.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80. Ready.
Looking to throw. And they will score. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders now lead by 10. Seibert now to add the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Commanders drive their lead to 11. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flying. Patterson now to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Don't jump. Ready? Go.
Shotgun snap to Fields. This is reeled in by Wilson. And they crush him right near the marker. Looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that 1st down before the hit.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
11.
Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10. Tight end in motion right.
Right.
On 1st and 10, it's Fields. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't don't connect on first. It's second down.
Here we go. Hey, Ken. Right.
Fields out of the gun. That's complete to Wilson. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
Right.
Here he is to throw. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. Disaster averted. Thank goodness. He covers it up himself, but time's still running off here. They got to go. So we have a pause here inside 2 minutes. All reviews come from the booth, and they want to take one more look. So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Offense staying out there. Look at this. They're trying 4th and 9.
Monday. Here we go. Yep. Tonight.
To throw. Trying to push it deep downfield. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Ready.
1st and 10 around to Robinson. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. The defense calls a timeout. So that's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Second down now, 7 to go. Here's a counter give to Robinson. And they'll stop him after he rolls downhill to the 32. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its second timeout. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Set it. Cougar 19.
Man in motion out of the slot. And he's brought down for a loss. The Steelers use their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now.
You know, I don't even know sometimes what it means to bow up, but that's exactly what the defense did. I do know this. It means stopping that offense in critical situations and forcing a 4th down. Now we'll get to see whether or not this offense wants to gamble.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that extends their lead to 14.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game and really leaves only 1 remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. And we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Right.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Jeremy Chin has got it. And the Commanders take over on his 5th interception of the season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. With the win in hands, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
Lining up to take a knee on second down. So next to the nation's capital, it's a home win for the Commanders. And this was the type of response you always hope to see after a loss, Brock. Get right back out there and find a way to win the following week. So for Brock Ewart, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. It's a win for the Commanders, as with that, we sign off from D.C.